So here we have the Honda Jazz 1.4 EX CVT automatic on a 64 plate. I'm going to show you around the outside of the car first of all, and then we'll hop in and I'll run through a few controls on the inside. But as you see from the outside, it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. As we approach the boot, you'll see we've got a 60/40 split folding rear seat and plenty of boot space as well. In fact, the size on this car is really decent. And if you lift up this carpet section, you have even more space underneath, as well as a storage net. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see it's in wonderful condition the whole way round. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. The seats are in fantastic condition and there's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so we're going to start with the dials. On the left hand side we've got the rev counter, on the right hand side the fuel gauge, and it will also tell you what gear the car is in. And in the middle we've got the speedometer along with the trip computer, which will display the total miles on this car, which are only 8,872, so very, very low mileage. Beyond that, you can reset the trip computer, but at the moment it's showing that we've got 56 miles of fuel in the car, and you can change that information that's displayed there should you wish to. Just to the right and left of the steering wheel, you've got these two paddles, so the minus and plus on this side. That's so that you can change the gear manually in a kind of a semi-automatic mode should you wish to. And then on the steering wheel, we've got stereo controls just here. Cruise control over on the right hand side, the ability to answer and end phone calls, as well as voice activation for the phone. So once you pair up a phone, hit that button, you can ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list and it will do that for you, and then you can reset the trip computer and change the information that's displayed using the buttons on the steering wheel just there. Over in the centre here is where you pair up your phone amongst other things. So this car's got AM/FM radio, it also has a CD player, and an auxiliary socket just beneath there, so you can select that from here. So plenty of ways of listening to your music on this car, as well as then being able to pair up the phone to make and receive phone calls as well. Beneath that, we've got the climate control. So you can adjust the temperature here, so down or back up again. Fan speed, up and down just here. You can turn the whole system off. And then you've got aircon and auto. So air conditioning will simply turn the air conditioning on, as you can see, or back off again. Auto will turn the system onto automatic and it'll override the fan speed to maintain 24 degrees inside the car, and then you can just override that yourself by readjusting the fan speed accordingly. Beneath that we've got a USB input again to listen to music, so underneath here you can connect to USB, and then we've got a 12-volt charging socket along with the fully automatic gearbox just there. So the last thing I want to talk about on the inside of the car is the panoramic roof. It's a panoramic roof rather than a panoramic sunroof, in that when you open this visor, which I'll do in a second, or this blind, it will be a panel of glass that doesn't open but does let in a huge amount of light. So there's a button just up here. If we toggle that to open, as you can see, it will open all the way back in one hit all by itself. As you can see now, it lets in a huge amount of light into the car. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.